It's Dirt. Hey, welcome, Garage Guys. Garage Guys NASCAR DFS preview show. Just what? Say it again.
Dirt boys, get in there.
Get in there, yeah. We're going dirt racing. I'm pumped. I wear this shirt all the time, and I never bring any attention to it. Got my sprint car, Knoxville Nationals, baby. Good stuff right here. We vibing. We digging it. I remember going to Daytona once. Tony Stewart stared at it. You're rocking the SMTTT.
We're in a Mississippi mode because of Ricky, so I figured I'd keep going.
Yeah, big time. We're always in the modes. My hair. See, I did like a whole deal. I did a whole ordeal, bro. Like this is like last year. The last year Stenhouse vibe. It's here. Like finally, my hair has got back to full flip, and I'm pumped for it.
A little lengthy. I like it.
I know. I want it back. You remember the olden days? I had the long hair. I had short hair for a little while, but it's coming back. I'm ready for it.
The mini looks of the garage guy. That's what I like to say.
Plenty. I debated the mustache. Didn't bring it back today. I'm going to stay with the beard because of dirt. You don't want too much dirt on your face. It'll make your pores all fucked up. So you got to keep it protection.
Protective, yeah. It's like sunscreen, but a more masculine version.
Exactly, yeah, with hair. The show's brought to you by Drip Drop. As always, we got Drip Drop hats. You can get Drip Drop. All you got to do is you go to dripdrop.com, promo code GarageGuys20, save 20% on your order. Athletes, firefighters, military workers, garage guys, use it for everybody. The best hydration on the planet. Plain and simple. So me and you were talking, and it appears that there is no starting lineup for the Food City 500, which is typical in a dirt race. You know, you got to figure it out when you get there. There's no pit crews, none of that. And as I said on last week's episode, the Spirit of Fireball Roberts will probably come down just to tell people, go, go, go. Like, that's it.
Let's go racing. Let's go racing.
That's it. So we're happy to be here. We're happy you're here, and we're ready to go racing. And
it's shades of old DFS NASCAR, though. You know, when we used to have qualifying and all that stuff. I know it's not the same, but the same routine, right? They release pricing, and then you exploit the pricing after qualifying. You know, it's kind of back to that, except it's on dirt, which makes it crazy.
Yeah, so it's dirty, but it's old school. So it's very fitting that this is the.
Are we riding dirty?
We're riding dirty. They see us rolling. They hating. You know who ain't? You know who ain't hating though? You know who ain't hating?
Garage guys.
Kyle Larson, bro. Kyle Larson.
Is he the most expensive on the board?
Yeah. He ain't hating. He ain't hating because DraftKings priced him up $12K. Been a stunner all season, and now he's going where he belongs. Probably one of the best dirt racers of our time. Right. Is Kyle Larson. So you can't go wrong there. But where you can go wrong with everything is that we haven't seen this in 60 years. We don't know
anything.
How this is going to happen. Like if you're putting all these guys in sprint cars, Kyle Larson wouldn't even be you couldn't even play him. He wouldn't even be available. Like they would just take him out. And sorry, you can't use Kyle because he's going to win.
Chase, I think this is like the perfect opportunity for us to plug our Discord, though, because if there's any preview video that carries less weight in terms of who you're playing, it's this one.
Yeah.
Like, you need to be checking in with us after qualifying. Not saying that we can't give out plays. We're going to give out plays, but it's back to that strategy talk that me and you've done several times where it's like there's so many hypotheticals. I mean, I'm joking around in Discord, Chase, about letting Chef Girl submit lineups for me this week.
That would be incredible.
Team content, right?
I'll let my son Emery do it. I'll just let him on there because because he couldn't put Kyle Busch in every category, he probably would get bored with it. He would probably tell me that it was going to lose.
Just tell him to plug in the guys without pictures, like the Gobbler and who else we have.
The Gobbler. Yeah, shout out to Shane Golobic.
We're going with Gobbler.
Shane the Gobbler. Yeah, he's there. And then we have Mike Marlar and then Chris Wyndham. Those three guys, they're more your sprint car guys. I think I saw where one of them did some racing in Eldora. Mike Mike Marlar, he actually won the 2020 Butterball Memorial at Richmond Raceway in Kentucky. And the associate
Butterball
$20,000 payday. That read was sponsored by Wikipedia. No shame.
Did you say Butterball?
I said Butterball. Yeah, that's the 2020 Butterball Memorial at Richmond Raceway. That's Mike Marlar. He's that guy.
Bigger than Wendega.
Yeah, Chris Wyndham. Okay, he's a race car driver. So check it out. He competes at a United States Auto Club Triple Crown, winning titles in sprint cars, midget cars, and Silver Crown. That read was brought to you by Google because I don't know anything about these guys, and I ain't afraid to say it. So we're doing our homework with you guys.
That's literally going to be like after qualifying ends. I have a very tight turnaround, Chase, to do rankings. So I'm for sure going to be like putting some time in the kitchen this weekend. I know you are as well.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it looks like these three guys there that are going to be in this ride, obviously they have to be really damn good at what they do to get this opportunity to be able to race in like a cup race and do this. Yeah. So not really certain, like I'm sure the information is out there somewhere. I'm not really certain who they're racing for, what teams are buying in for this or how this is all working out. But what we do know is a little bit about these cup guys, and we're going to just kind of keep it in that wheelhouse for you over here. But as Drew said, you have to get in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord this week, you literally, just watching this is good, but you're going to need a little extra help. Plus, we got premium packages over on our website, GarageGuysFantasySports.com. You need to get over there as well because that's where all the nitty-gritty is, because this is day one of prep time for us. We make these videos, we look in it up, we have about an hour to 2 hours to talk, and then as soon as we get done with this and the editing's done, my brain goes straight into just computer zone. I turn into Johnny Mnemonic, which is Keanu Reeves, and I go into the computer world, into the dolphin's brain. If you've never seen that movie, you probably never did any type of psychedelics. So good for you. But yeah, we're gonna be down to it, like in the nitty gritty. I've been saying it for the past 3 weeks. I feel really good about this race, and I feel like this is a huge opportunity for us to bag a tourney. And I don't know why, just because it's such like because we seem so uncertain, but like I'm not that uncertain. Like I don't know, I'm weird about it.
I've said it a million times on super speedway races, Chase. The reason I've had success there and won on so many tournaments is I embrace the randomness, the variance, because most people are scared. When other people are scared, you throw in more lineups possibly. Sometimes it can work out in your favor. I'm not saying that. I mean, I've gone broke before on Talladega. I've literally been on the streets. Not really, but
Kyle was like, come into the motorhome.
Yeah,
in the Walmart parking lot.
He gave me the money. You know what? And I put it in the next time at Talladega, and I won it all back.
He had to invest in the chef. He needed food too. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's so true though. And like I'm still wanting to take that approach. Now, granted, I watched the iRacing Pro Invitational Series. By the way, you can't just take what you see there and just put it into the real deal. However, there are some things you can pick up from broadcasts or watching Twitch streams. You can hear certain things from certain people. I did a little sorry. Got some dirt in my lungs there. I'm getting ready to go early.
Got some dirt, and you got some Rona
in there. I don't know where the dirt. It's already coming all the way from Bristol.
Dirt's bringing the Rona with it.
Actually, it was. It was actually a piece of a French fry that I had stuck in my tooth. I was waiting for later.
It's from like 2 nights ago, right?
Mm-hmm. No, it was from a few minutes ago. But I did have some good fries, Fat Boys, the waffle fries, a couple nights.
If you're a good friend, you would have like shipped me Fat Boys by now, but you're not a good friend. So
yeah, I used to try to get people to do that for me when I lived in New York, to get people to send me pizza from New York. And I'll tell you what they told me: get on a fucking plane. So there you go. So
didn't I fund the Fat Boys?
My birthday, but I go there like every other day, bro. Like, get out of here.
Yeah, you've probably been there like 6 times. You're right. I thought maybe you had to push that back.
Now that they have one on the North Shore, dude, oh my God. Like, dude, it's too much. All right. I don't want to get into that anymore. We've wasted enough time. We hadn't really wasted. You guys love us. We love you. All right. So that's what All right. So, yeah, join the Discord, buy premium, drink drip drop. Here's drivers. Here we go. First driver we got to talk about right off the bat. We'd be idiots not to. You got to, like I already said his name, you got to give Kyle Larson a little look-see. He's expensive as shit. We get it. But you're going to play him. He's like literally the best dirt car racer of our generation. This is the first time in 60 years that NASCAR is going back dirt. He's back in the Cup Series. Just away from the skill side of things, you got to look at like the narrative as well. If he's been the best in dirt, when he was out of NASCAR all last year, all you saw was just Kyle Larson winning every week. Win after win after win after win. If he really wants to hit that staple down, don't you think he needs to win the first dirt car race back in 60 years just to go ahead and just mark that out? Like, it's done. There will be no more arguing. I don't mind paying the price tag because obviously I'm doing multiple lineups. You'd be an idiot not to this week or any week for that matter. But that's where I'm at with Kyle. Simple facts.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much to analyze, Chase. What you just said, if you look at basically what he did last year, and it's easy to pull his results, he was phenomenal. And hypothetically, right, those guys he was competing against, I'm not saying they're better drivers than the Cup Series, but they're more comfortable in dirt. So he goes from somewhere where he dominated all season to being in the best position to compete against people that have not been driving in that environment. I mean, I know some of them do, but it's more of a part-time basis, right? It's not what he did last year. And it's always been his specialty. I mean, growing up where he did, we just had him on for an interview. So it's hard not to give him a look. Plus, there's probably going to be some random plays that you can throw in some cheap guys. I would think you can take some shots on them. So Chase, one thing I wanted to tell you is if somehow Larson struggles in qualifying or practice, it would be great if he got to just come through the whole field to win this thing, because you would get his dominator points, but you would get all his place differential as well. I don't know how that's going to shake out because he probably isn't going to qualify great, but just wanted to throw that in there.
It's gonna be fun to watch for sure how it all shakes out, but yeah, I think there's no surprise we're talking about Kyle and there's all the big guys up here. I mean, they priced everybody very well that has a very good dirt background. I mean, looking at some of the stats from Eldora, you got guys like Briscoe, Christopher Bell, Tyler Reddick. They all have pretty good average finishes there, but this isn't Eldora. This is a different shape. I mean, Eldora is like Tony's like baby, for dirt tracks, but. I mean, we try to look at as much stuff as we can as far as the dirt stats goes. But, I mean, you got to really get into some armpits of the internet to find some of these stats for these races. And plus just the different types of cars, there really isn't a whole lot to dig into. So we got to take what we have, make the best opportunity moving forward. So Kyle was the easy one, okay? And, I would say that, Chris Bell and Briscoe – and even after seeing Austin Dillon win Bristol Dirt Nationals last week, I mean, that's something huge you got to look at too. So, but it's just there's going to be differences. And so
DraftKings digged into their research on the dirt guys. So I will say that. I haven't looked at FanDuel yet, but it's pretty clear to me that they did some sort of recon on dirt or else we wouldn't see. I mean, like you just said, Chase, right? All the guys with the history seem to be towards the front. In terms of pricing, towards the top, I should say. But who else you got for us?
All right. The next guy that I do want to bring up and talk about that's right there in that same price range, obviously. Just had him on the show this week. Ricky Stenhouse.
We don't like such bias, boys, but it's because they're dirt history, not because of –
Yeah, literally. The two guys that we've had on Garage Talk so far this year that for the Cup Series – are our two first guys on dirt. But, I mean, it's fitting. We've had dirt guys this year. It's just that's it. I've been saying it since the beginning of the season, though, probably since the beginning of time, that if dirt came back to NASCAR, is Ricky week. I'm ready. Just the energy's there. So I'm all in on Ricky again, too, and the same reasons why I'm on Kyle. It's just that's where they started. It's what they know best. It's what they're good at. Tons of wins. Sprint car guy, big NOS energy guy. Okay. It's Ricky.
Yeah, we're quickly, it's important to note, like we're quickly getting to a stars and scrubs approach if you play them both. So there's going to be, FanDuel probably easier, Chase. DraftKings, you might have to do some punt plays in there with these two, but I think we like lineups with each of them individually and throwing a few of them together with both guys.
Yeah, for sure. So just out of those brackets, going from top of the top, I mean, like I said, there's going to be total alternate. Like you're going to use everybody. Like just get it through your brain, okay? You're going to use everyone, but these guys, big builds. All right, big builds. That's what I'm here for. That's what you're here for. It's why we exist. But let's get away from some of these big name drivers, and we'll get maybe into a little more of I don't know, some nitty gritty conspiracy talk. Maybe we'll get into a little bit of speculation. All right,
Speculation, boy.
let me sit back for some speculation.
Let's talk hypotheticals.
I'm just going to speculate.
Let's talk some game theory.
I was trying to look at you to see who you were thinking about.
Matt Ditto.
Matt? Let's talk about Matt. Let's talk. No, so seriously, we brought up Matt before we started the show. And I know I've already basically said, like you can't watch the iRacing Pro Invitational and bring over what you see there and over here. This is a different set of things. Okay, so obviously Matt had a little bit of weirdness to the iRacing deal. Okay, I get it, but Matt is like the unlikely suspect, and the reason that I like DiBenedetto, for one, 6,700 on DraftKings.
I'm gonna need that salary relief.
Yeah, big time. I do feel like Matt could be one of those guys that end up sneaking out like a top 5 or a top 10. I feel like he could do his job to sit in the back. Okay. Look, the more the weeks have gone by, the more I'm starting to think that maybe we're not going to see as many cautions as we think we are. I'm starting to think maybe these guys are going to keep it a little bit tighter. Okay. They're not gonna be so aggressive and so loose. But we all know that once it gets down to about maybe like 30 to go, something like that, that's when we're gonna see like some of this heavy aggression. And when we see that heavy aggression on dirt, there's a lot of loosey goosey boys. A lot of loosey goosey.
What's your take on how many people are going to be like on the lead lap? Do you think it's going to stay that way with everyone? Like, what do you think's going to happen?
I mean, I'll put it this way, dude. If you don't have grip starting out, like if you don't start the right gear and you don't get the right grip, dude, you're going to find yourself a lap down, probably maybe around somewhere about like lap 4, 5, like
really
very soon.
Dude, I was thinking that it might, but I was thinking that maybe with it being on dirt, that it would kind of be more difficult to put people down. I don't know. It's going to go one of two ways. Either they're going to go down massively.
Somebody gets in the right lane and the right groove, dude. You're gone. You're gone. Like you're gone.
Lap 4, we're going to see people down. I think if we see people down,
maybe not that early. But
if they're already down a lap in lap 4, they're probably going to go to the garage. Or the fake garage. I don't even know if I don't know, man. I'm just curious what your thoughts were on it.
Under 10. I'll say under 10.
Matt DiBenedetto, though, honestly, Chase, he's one that we need that starting position, right?
Yeah, and I do feel like he's going to play a little more conservatively this week, and I do feel like a lot of these drivers that are, that maybe aren't in the best equipment, they're really going to be trying to play the psychological game. They're going to be trying to play, I'm not going to try to be so fast. I'm not going to try to be like out here. I'm just going to try to wait for these opportunities and then just make the most of them and capitalize on them. And Matt's in a vehicle where he can play that game mentally, and he also has some speed to go with it. So I think that him being in that situation, he might be one of the better people to play that's down there in that salary limit. So that's why I like Matty G.
Yeah, for me, it's just going to come down to where he starts. You know how I am. So that's why you got to be checking out the rankings. He could be anywhere from one of my favorite cheap plays to being one of my least favorite. So, but I agree with your thought process there. You're more the theory guy that wants to stick to the idea of what he's going to do no matter where he starts.
Yeah, it's just about being out here. And dude, I mean, I literally there's like at least like 8 to 10 guys I could sit here and just talk about right now because it's so hard to like narrow it down to like 4. I mean,
we could talk about the entire expensive range. Yeah. We can talk about the entire expensive range.
And I can talk about a lot of these guys that aren't that expensive. Like, I mean, the next guy I'm going to talk about, he's right there in the same price range. He's actually a little bit cheaper than DiBenedetto. Chris Buescher.
Yeah.
Buescher, 6,200, bro. 6,200. This dude, his
last
face
week
just screams, I've been waiting to get dirty. Like, I've been waiting to get out here. Like,
I mean, he's been, Chase, one of our best success stories all year, him and Suarez, in terms of like the cheap boys. And I opened the app and saw that he was 6,200. I'm not talking about him to play, but in general, like if you go look at the rankings week in, week out, Chris Buescher has won people money. Daniel Suarez has won people money. So when I opened the app and see Chris Buescher at 6,200, I kind of was a little surprised. I mean, seems a little low.
Yeah. Look, maybe, when you look at Roush Fenway this week for dirt, I don't really want a lot of Ryan Newman. I'm really not a big Ryan Newman fan on the dirt this week. Chris Buescher, yeah. Like, I want some of that action. So he's at 6,200 on DraftKings. And I mean, just kind of looking back to him, I mean, we've seen honestly, I'm not even looking back to him. I'm just saying, Chris Buescher. What does it matter? What does it matter at this point?
It doesn't matter until we get to qualifying. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. I like it though, and I mean, yeah, I think watching the Pro Invitational Series got me really excited. I want to see more of the broadcasting type stuff. Out of Clint Boyer and Jeff Gordon and Mike Joy. That was fun. I want that kind of big fun going into this weekend. It's a big fun weekend, but based off of salary and alone and just kind of knowing a little bit of the skill of how some of these guys are, the Benedetto, Buescher, Stenhouse, Larson, that's the four guys I'm just going to put here. I'm going to have a ton more to write about, ton.
Everything could change. I mean, everything could change. Except the only thing we know for certain is that we are going to have interest in these kings of the dirt, regardless of where they start. Now our interest level might go up or down, but when you get down to that mid-range chase and that cheap range, everything's relative to where you start. So I'm going to be relying heavily on you, honestly, for kind of your gut takes on the dirt. And then I'm going to be combining that with my knowledge of just how the math works on the starting position. So it's going to be a beautiful week for the garage guys.
Yeah, I'm all in. I'm loving it. And again, I will say this, you said it perfect, man. A lot of this stuff is just from the gut. Okay, so when I look at a name, there have been race weeks where I've looked at a guy, just looked at their picture on a DraftKings app and just saw it and just said, his week, he's going to do something. There's something here.
It's the worst advice you could possibly give.
There is no context to why. There is no rhyme or reason. And sometimes in gambling and in life, it just be like that. And that's where I'll leave.
Perfect week for you then.
Yeah. So everybody knows by now, big left brain, big right brain, very different spectrums between me and you. However, we know when we have to come together and put our heads together and we have to make logical and reasonable decisions. Right now, this show, not one of those times. Big fun, feeling good. But look, I'm going to be playing some of these guys this week, and that's a guarantee. You can bet on it. Okay, I'm not going to leave the fam hanging. If I tell you that these guys right here, they're going to be in line, they're going to be in lineups.
Dude, we should tell everybody exactly the first thing we got on. First thing I said was what? Chase, I'll play whoever you want to put on this video. Whoever you want to put on here, Chase.
Yeah, I was we're going to have to get the disclaimer out, entertainment purposes only, but not now. I'm feeling a gut now. It's there. If I've said it, I feel okay, this reality, let's go. Johnny Mnemonic, we're in the dolphin brain. We're on our way.
It's going to be a late Saturday night, Sunday, or early Sunday morning. I got to decide what I'm going to do. Have you looked at the schedule?
So, so I've got the schedule pulled up.
Wow, dude.
Dude, it's a lot. I'm over here. Let me go to NASCAR Media, NASCARmedia.com. Let's go look at everything real quick. So, clicking on it here, news and notes.
Premium people, I'm either going to be up at the butt crack of dawn on Sunday, or I'm going to be staying up all night. So, probably going to be one of the two.
And I just got news too. So, I'm going to have to take a little break at some point. At 12:30 Central, I will be on Sirius XM NASCAR Radio with Pete Pistone and Brennan Gaunan talking fantasy. Garage Guys going XM.
And that's Sunday, right?
Yeah, that's going to be on Sunday.
Incredible. So that's basically, you're going to have all the info you need going into that radio segment. It's incredible.
Yeah, I don't want to get on that radio segment and say, and like that's when, like I said, Sunday is the day. Sunday is the day we'll have it all together. It's all going to be curved around. So you're here. Your job right now is to get off of this video, go to Discord, go find us. If you don't know where it is or you need a link, hit me up at Garage Guy Chase, any social media platform. Hit up Drew at Chef BoiRDeen, any social media platform. That's where you find us. You want a link, you ask us, and you shall receive, because the fam keeps growing. We keep going. That's it. All right. So we're just go ahead and just loop it out there. Let's get ready for 125 miles, 250 laps of big dirt racing, boys.
Let's go racing.
Yeah.
It's the Garage Guys. 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 It's the Garage Guys.